This is Gray Street. Look at how she listens. She says nothing of what she thinks. She just goes stumbling through her memories, staring out onto Gray Street. She thinks, hey, how did I come to this? I dream myself 1,000 times around the world, but I can't get out of this place. And there's an emptiness inside her. She'd do anything to fill it in, but all the colors mixed together to gray. And it breaks her heart. How she wishes it was different. She prays to God most every night, though she swears it doesn't listen. There's still a hope in her and mine. She says, I pray, but they fall on deaf ears. Am I supposed to take it on myself to get out of this place? And there's a loneliness inside her. She'd do anything to fill it in. And though it's red blood bleeding from her now, it's more like cold blue ice in her heart. When all the colors mix together to gray, and it breaks her heart. There's a stranger speaks outside her door, says take what you can for your dreams, make them as real as anything. I would take the work out of the courage, but she says please, there's a crazy man that's creeping outside my door. I live on the corner of Gray Street and the end of the world. There's an emptiness inside her. She'll do anything to fill it in. And though it's red blood bleeding from her now, it's more like cold blue ice in her heart. She feels like kicking out all the windows, setting fire to this light. She could change everything about her using colors bold and bright, but all the colors mixed together to gray, and it breaks her heart, and it breaks her heart to gray. She never mentions the word addiction in certain company. Yes, she tells you she's an orphan after you meet her family. She paints her eyes as black as night now. Pull those shades down tight. Yeah, she gives a smile when the pain comes. The pain gonna make everything alright. Says she talks to angels. They call her out by her name. Oh yeah, she talks to angels. Says they call her out by her name. She keeps a lock of hair in her pocket. She wears a cross around her neck. Yeah, the hair is from a little boy, and the cross is someone she has not met, not yet. Says she talks to angels. She says they all know her name. Oh yeah, she talks to angels. Says they call her out by her name. She don't know no lover, none that I've ever seen. Yeah, to her that ain't nothing, but to me, yeah, me means everything. She paints her eyes as black as night now. She pulls those shades down tight. Oh yeah, there's a smile when the pain comes. The pain gonna make everything alright. Alright, yeah, yeah. She talks to angels. Says they call her out by her name. Oh yeah, angels call her out by her name. Ooh, yeah. Just look at all those hungry mouths we have to feed. Take a look at all the suffering we breed. So many lonely faces scattered all around, searching for what they need. Is this the world we created? What did we do it for? Is this the world we invaded against the law? So it seems in the end, is this what we were living for today? The world that we created. You know that every day a helpless child is born who needs some loving care inside a happy home. Somewhere a wealthy man is sitting on his throne, waiting for life to go by. Oh, is this the world we created? We made it on our own. Is this the world we devastated right to the bone? If there's a God up in the sky looking down, what can he think of what we've done to the world that he created? Here's a song by Ellis Paul. On the day the levee broke, the water did rise, the flowers did choke. I sat in my living room, lit one last smoke, then I watched it all drift away. Now my credit card's ringing up at 30%. There's a man in India wondering where the money went, but I can't pay. So I sat on my roof in Lake Pontchartrain, singing woe to my chimney, singing woe to the rain. A stranger came by and never caught his name, said he's rowing to the Rio Grande. Air Force One, a blue streak in the sky. Mr. President, you can't afford to lie, 'cause I can't afford to pay. Hurricane Angel, oh, I'm lifting my eyes over Baton Rouge. Lift up your wings, let me hear your voice singing, can you turn these black skies to blue again? Laying on the floor of a trailer at night with 16 refugees waiting on daylight. I can't pay. I caught a flatbed Ford up to Baton Rouge with 4 worn out souls and 1 old corkscrew. You can drown New Orleans, but you can't drown the blues. So bartender, pour away. Exxon's having one hell of a year. $3 a gallon, now they're making it clear that I can't pay. Lord, 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 we haven't spoken in many a day. I got myself in trouble down in the 9th Ward. I thought I'd send a prayer your way. On my windowsill's a stack of insurance bills. A man in Delaware says I can't have the pills until I can pay. Hurricane angel, oh, lifting my eyes over Baton Rouge. Lift up your wings, let me hear your voice singing. Can you turn these black skies to blue again? I'm laying on the floor of the trailer at night, 16 refugees waiting on daylight. I can't pay. Somebody should pay. On the day the levee broke, the water did rise and the flowers did choke. I sat in my living room, lit one last smoke, and I watched it all drift away. That nice easy mark on the edge of the park was a slam dunk if ever I saw one. I don't know what happened, I just let it go by, I guess maybe out of respect. This old town is my home, and I'm not so far gone that I don't feel like anyone else. And it didn't seem right to add to the wrong. I decided to get me some help. If not now, then when, I said to myself over and over again, make it right, get free, get rid of the junk. I've heard it can happen that way. I went down to the clinic on 110th, and I got on the methadone program. I waited online every morning at 9 for my little white cup, my reprieve. It was going okay, I was feeling alright. I even got back with my daughter. I lost a few friends who were anything but, and just took it one day at a time. If not now, then when, I kept asking myself over and over again, make it right, get free, get rid of the junk. They say it can happen that way. I can't say for sure how it all fell apart. One thing just led to another. Next thing I knew, I had stolen a car I was flying straight up through the Bronx. I must have lost the old touch. I blew through a toll. They caught me just outside of Rye, sporting all that remained of my newfound resolve, a shirt that said NYPD. Some shred of my soul could almost believe that the Lord sent those cruisers for me. Make it right, get free, get rid of the junk. But it don't always happen that way. At the halfway house, we're all sitting around watching the State of the Union, and I'm rolling that stone right back up that hill, watching out for the shit coming down. And the president's up there, grinning that grin, thinking he's some kind of John Wayne. We're howling and jeering, all this talk about drilling and shooting our way out of this. If not now, then when? I'll keep asking myself over and over again. Make it right, get free, get rid of the junk. It don't always happen that way. Men walking along the railroad tracks, going someplace there's no going back. Highway patrol choppers coming up over the ridge. Hot soup on a campfire under the bridge. Shuttle line stretching around the corner. Welcome to the New World Order. Families sleeping in the cars in the Southwest. No home, no job, no peace, no rest. Well, the highway is alive tonight. Nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, searching for the ghost of Tom Joe. He pulls a prayer book out of his sleeping bag. Preacher lights up a bud and takes a drag, waiting for when the last shall be first and the first shall be last. In a cardboard box near the underpass, you got a one-way ticket to the promised land. You got a hole in your belly and a gun in your hand, sleeping on a pillow of solid rock, bathing in the city's aqueduct. Well, the highway is alive tonight. Where it's headed, everybody knows. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, waiting on the ghost of Tom Joe. Tom said, Mom, wherever there's a cop beating a guy, wherever a hungry newborn baby cries, wherever there's a fight against the blood and hatred in the air, look for me, Ma, I'll be there. Wherever somebody's fighting for a place to stand, or a decent job, or a helping hand, wherever somebody's struggling to be free, look in their eyes, Ma, you'll see me. Well, the highway's alive tonight. Nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light with the ghost of Old Tom Joe. Well, the highway's alive tonight. Nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light with the ghost of Old Tom Joe, with the ghost of Old Tom Joe, with the ghost of Old Tom Joe. Ah, the good old days when life was big and wonderful, and love was just a silly game for two. We could run and play and spend our hours together with no one else around but me and you. But I still see your silhouette beneath the fog of the window of the quarterback's car. My broken heart could only watch as he took you and branded you your first lover's scar. Now it's all these years later and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. Do you ever think of all the times you'd look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? my feet. I should have known the trouble he would lead me in. We would talk for a little while, then he'd just sit back and smile. A sweet talker's words can crawl under my skin. Then one night I let it happen. I had known what I had done. Behind your back, right in front of you, we couldn't last too long. Do you ever think of all the times we'd look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? I can't count the times that I have said I'm sorry to you in my mind, but I never got the chance to say I loved you just one time. Now it's all these years later, and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. 'Cause I always think of all the times we look up at the stars, and our evenings at the cafe Watershed. And I remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, and all the endless nights just talking on my bed. I love you and I miss you. I still think of you. Do you ever think of me? I don't want to hear about hope. Don't tell me about heart. Don't try to be sweet. Don't talk about love. Baby, it ain't gonna fly. I don't want to hear about dreams. Don't try to be close. Don't whisper no things. Don't give me no rose. It's a thinly veiled disguise. I don't need a ton of bricks to fall down from the sky. A blind man could see through your lies. I don't want to hear about plans. Don't tell me about trust. Don't try to be mine. Don't talk about us. Lately, it's just you and I. I don't need a ton of bricks to fall down from the sky. A blind man could see through your lies. Baby, I've fallen for every promise you made. I'm no longer deceived by the face that hides your charade. It slowly fades. falling for every promise you make. I'm no longer deceived by the face that hides your charade. It slowly fades. I don't want no walk in the park. Don't write me no poems. Don't sing me no songs. Don't send me no notes. I can read between the lines. I don't need a ton of bricks to fall down from the sky. A blind man could see through your lies. Well, the road rolls out like a welcome mat to a better place than the one we're at. And I ain't got no kind of plan. I've had all of this town I can stand. But I got friends out on the coast. We can jump in the water and see what floats. We've been saving for a rainy day. Let's beat the storm and be on our way. It don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, just take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over. This might not be an easy time. There's rivers to cross and hills to climb. Some days we might fall apart, and some nights might feel cold and dark. When nobody wins, afraid of losing, and the hard roads are the ones worth choosing. Someday we'll look back and smile and know it was worth every mile. It don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over. Starting over. It don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover, starting over, starting over. bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded, no room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating, the cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes and a timely telling sin. Yet the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. Swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. Swing on the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room, but as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. Swing on the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye.